If I'm writing a hip-hop album, I'm not going to target an 80-year-old who listens to Beethoven. What's good, people? Today, I would like to talk about these. So I was at a concert, it's actually a contest, and there were a bunch of live performers, and they were all trying to market their own music, and they were all trying to do their own thing to get everybody to essentially network. And someone had made CDs, and there's 9 CDs here. Essentially, I was the last person to leave the venue. They were closing the doors. They were locking up. They were pushing people out the doors. And I went back in real quick and I said, oh, I forgot something. And I started grabbing all the CDs off of, because I saw people throwing them away. Like the bouncer or whoever was there was starting to throw things in the garbage. Empty drinks, bottles. They were throwing these CDs away. So I grabbed them. And I feel terrible. The reason I feel bad is because someone spent time and money to make these CDs, and they're still in the plastic wrap. No one listened to them. They handed them out, and no one listened to them. No one even bothered to take them home. They left them there. Why? Well, first of all, it was a contest. Everyone was there to promote themselves. No one really wanted to take a CD home and listen to it, especially if it's someone else's music that they've never heard of. And if that interaction was just uncomfortable, it's just like, I'm handing you a CD, and then you don't really care about me. I'm just like giving you the CD, and I don't give you any impression that I give a shit about your stuff or what's going on with you. I'm just giving you this CD saying, hey, yeah, here, check out my music. Oh, you write music too? That's cool. Well, here's my CD. It's just like, and then on top of it, it's 2019. Like, you're gonna give out CDs? Really? That's just a waste of money, in my opinion. If you're spending the time to do that, I would have just rather you spend the time getting yourself on Spotify and then promoting your Spotify link or your Apple Music link. Every time they listen to your song, it helps your stream count, and then it helps you popping up in related articles and related songs and all this other stuff. Even a YouTube or SoundCloud link would have been more beneficial than making all these CDs. They probably made 20 of them, and 11 of them went home, and 9 of them are right here. Or they made 10, and only one person took a CD home, and I have the other 9. And it just goes to show a point that I've been trying to make to many people. Know your audience. Know who you're marketing to. Don't try to go to someone and convince them of something else. Don't go to people who listen to music on Apple Music and Spotify and YouTube and SoundCloud and try to get them to play a CD. It's not gonna work. If you're trying to You're trying to do 2 things at once. Just focus on one thing. Get them to play your music. You're trying to do 2 things. Get them to play your music, but the way you want them to, which is on a CD. And that just doesn't make sense. It's the same thing in business. You're talking about conversion and conversion rates. You're taking a general populace, you're sectioning it off of a market group or a target group, and then of that target group, you're gonna convert those people and sell them a product. If your market group is flawed, you're already going to have problems. It's this concept that if you are a hamburger restaurant and you sell burgers, that's just what you're known for. Don't run advertisements for vegans. Spend all of your time actually avoiding the vegans because you're not going to convince them that your burgers are good, okay? Don't waste all your time and energy trying to make this. So that's 2 different types of conversions. You have to convert them back to eating meat or to eating meat, and then you have to convert them to come into your restaurant and why your burger is better than most people's burgers. So it's 2 conversions in one when you should just focus on the one conversion. Find the people who already like burgers and get them to come into your restaurant. With that being said, for those of you who are already making a profit and making a living off of your music or whatever it is you're making money off of, now is the time to start trying to convert the vegans over to liking meat again. Now is the time to branch out of your market. So don't get me wrong, it's a little bit of both, but you have to start with the small. You have to start with the small because you don't have a lot of money in the beginning. You don't have a lot of capital. I don't have the kind of money to market to the people out of my network, out of my target market group, because it's going to take more time. It's going to take a lot more time to convert them in. If I'm writing a hip-hop album, I'm not going to target an 80-year-old who listens to Beethoven. It just doesn't make sense. I'm going to target 18 to 24-year-olds who listen to hip-hop. It's just way more likely of a high conversion rate, than the 80-year-old who listens to Beethoven. So just think about that the next time you go to do something for your business or your music or marketing. Think about who your market is and how this relates to that market. And what are you doing to convert your market over? And what are you doing to avoid the people outside of your target market group? You need to avoid those people. You need to place restrictions on yourself saying, no, I don't even want to waste 10 cents on someone who is going to take more energy to convert. If I have to show them 10 ads versus this other person over here, I only have to show 3 ads. That's money, and right now that's you're trying to balance that net revenue. So really think about that. Thanks for watching.